Dozens of states under major alert here today as we have sweeping across the nation. Take a look here at this. The wildfire smoke from Canada, those fires are still going on here. And we have massive heat index and heat alert in southern US here. Also, the power grid failing here yet again in dozens of states. Take a look at this.
Now to the dangerous conditions across much of the country. In the south, it's the oppressive heat. And in the Midwest, smoke from those Canadian wildfires causing trouble again. Alex Perez has the very latest from Chicago for us this morning. Alex, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Whit. You can see some of that haze is still blanketing the skyline here behind me. Now, Chicago, most of the day yesterday had the worst air quality in the world, and we're not in the clear just yet. Now, this is what Chicago looked like Tuesday, a blurry haze of smoke making the entire metro area smell much like a fire pit. Chicago's air listed in the unhealthy category, meaning it could be harmful for some, especially those with respiratory issues. The conditions prompting Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson to issue a statement warning people to avoid strenuous activities and limit their time outdoors. Parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and even as far as North Carolina, all also impacted. This, of course, all stemming from those ongoing wildfires in Canada that just a couple weeks ago created air quality problems in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic. New York City's sky glowing orange at one point. Now, a lakefront breeze here in Chicago is expected to clear the air for a bit, but some of this smoke will linger, and officials in New York are preparing for possibly more smoke there later this week.
Let me know where you are down below in the comments. Our viewers can read through the comments. I know I've seen in our area, in a message board that I'm on Facebook, people complaining they could go out in the area and it smelled like fire. It smelled like fire, and people weren't even aware of what was going on. Yeah, so this kind of gives you an idea here that the fires aren't anywhere close. I mean, we're not really close to Canada per se, but people aren't even aware of this, and people are asking, hey, why does it smell like fire outside? Yeah, so you can let me know your thoughts here. And this has been going on for weeks now, and they're saying it could be quite some time until they can get these fires under control. And I mean, you could even see it on the news. They're saying don't go outside at all. For some people, I mean, you can let me know your thoughts here, but they're saying if you have any asthma, respiratory issues, or even just in general, don't go outside if you don't have to. I mean, of course, everybody's kind of got a different opinion here on this, but you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Also, the South really dealing with a lot of heat, not really just in the South, but the South particularly dealing with 100-degree heat in a lot of areas. In addition to this, we're seeing a lot of dangerous conditions for swimming, as even a Florida beach took the life of a former NFL quarterback here today, which is absolutely crazy. Take a look here at this.
Tonight, the famous picturesque shores of Panama City Beach, Florida, now the deadliest beach in the nation after 3 more tourists died over the weekend, raising the death toll to 7 so far this year.
With the influx of people and having a roving patrol, these things can't happen.
A popular destination for tourists from all over the world, these beaches also have prevalent dangerous rip currents that can quickly turn summertime fun into tragedy.
It's unfortunate, and our lifeguards are doing everything they can. They are very diligent. We work very hard.
Rip currents are strong and narrow streams of water that can suck swimmers out to sea, making it extremely difficult and exhausting to swim directly back to land. According to the National Weather Service, so far this year, there's already been 55 deaths in the surf zones off U.S. shores due to rip currents. Authorities reminding beachgoers of the dangers in the water, especially as the weather heats up and less experienced swimmers jump in.
We estimate rip currents lead to about 100 drownings per year in the U.S., so by far and away the number one safety risk at the beach.
And he says the prevalence of sandbars off Florida's Gulf Coast can lead to strong and treacherous currents. So what are you supposed to do if you get caught in a rip current?
What you don't want to do is swim straight back to shore against the current because you're just going to tire yourself out. So you want to swim out of the current along the beach until you kind of feel that you're out of the current.
Another safety tip, be sure to swim near a lifeguard. Panama City telling NBC News 6 of the 7 deaths so far this year happened when double red flags were flying, meaning no swimming was allowed.
When we know it's not safe, we're going to be there to tell you it's not safe.
A promise alongside a warning for those heading to the beach this summer.
Yeah, so you can see these riptides are happening, well, over 100 deaths per year at all different types of beaches here in the United States. That one beach alone has already had 7 here this year. So you got to be careful because a lot of more people going to the beaches here with the heat, and it's pretty concerning. You got to remember here that if they got red flags, you probably shouldn't be going out in the ocean. But yeah, apparently people just aren't really that good at listening. Yeah, you can let me know your thoughts here in the comments. We're also seeing power grid failures here yet again. Yeah, you can see here triple-digit heat prompts concerns about state's power grid and possible roadway damage in Houston, Texas, a lot of areas in Texas. We're also seeing this in several different areas, but also you can see this major headline here. A grid collapse would make a heat wave far deadlier, and we are seeing types of grid collapses here in the U.S., power failures here going out. Blackouts more common, heat-related illness more dangerous. The power system may be resilient, but it still has many vulnerabilities. Let me know down below in the comment section, has your areas already had power failures here this year? We're seeing them in dozens of states. It's not just the southern states like Texas or even California, 2 of the largest states population-wise, but it's a major problem here, and the growing concern for more and more energy, and with more and more electric vehicles coming online, about 5% of all cars produced right now are electric cars. This is going to be more and more of a concern. So let me know your thoughts here in the comments. I'll keep you up to date here. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos going forward. Also, thanks for hitting the like button and the share button here so people can see these videos. Click here to see a new warning from the Postal Service about your mail. And here's a video from President Biden, or about President Biden's new Social Security raise. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.